I started drawing pretty much as soon as I could pick up a pencil. That was mainly what I would do to keep myself occupied as a kid. I didn't live in a neighborhood with a whole lot of other kids, so I'd draw with crayons all over the place. I would get so excited because Dad would bring home unlined paper from the dot matrix printer. I got to draw on that. That was a special treat. Well, I first started drawing sort of little short comic strips, little sketchy comic strips of these characters interacting and goofing around. And I was enjoying that so much that I thought, oh, this needs to have some sort of larger context. And I kind of built out from those tiny little interactions and said, well, how does this come together? What happens? What are they aiming for? And that all kind of built out of the way these characters interact with each other. I knew we wanted to do a print run, a really nice offset print run of the first book, make it a real book, so to speak. So I set up a Kickstarter project. My project got approved, and I set the budget for $4,500, which I figured would cover, one small print run and shipping. And within 8 hours, we'd raised the goal. I was expecting it to take 3 weeks. It was a very pleasant surprise, but it was a big surprise. We have a house with a converted garage that we've turned into a studio. My half is kind of over towards the window. It's got a big oak drafting table from the mid-50s that I dearly love. The other side of the studio is where my husband's drum set and all his instruments are. When I was really little, I watched Saturday morning cartoons like any good kid in the 80s, and I read a bunch of newspaper comic strips, so I drew a lot of things like Charlie Brown and Snoopy and the Smurfs and stuff like that. I just kept on drawing vaguely cartoon-related things on up through college and into adulthood. I don't know if I can call it adulthood because of that, but, whatever works. Adulthood with quotes, with air quotes.